Hi, New Orleans Family Justice Center. My name is Nofjc, and I am one of the healers that works with the Family Justice Center to support the work that is being done there with the offerings that I have. So I'm just making a quick little video to introduce myself and let folks know what I do and what I'd like to kind of offer in support of folks on their healing journeys and beyond. So once again, my name is Nofjc, and I am a Reiki master teacher. Reiki is an energy healing modality that uses either light touch or no touch. In my approach, I don't use much touch. I just kind of mostly hover above every now and then, sometimes with light touch, but if someone's uncomfortable with that, I can always not. So it's a healing energy modality, and basically it is working with the subtle energies that flow around, inside, outside, throughout the body, and kind of around the universe, basically. It's working with the universal life force and guiding it and channeling it to whoever or whatever is the receiver. In this case, it would be, person. And that person receives it as they need. It is a highly intelligent spiritual energy that goes to where it will be most useful. Certainly, I can have some idea and focus and try to do that, but it is stronger than my will, and I'm merely surrendering to it and allowing myself to be a channel and a conduit for it to flow through me and into whoever I'm working with. So that's kind of one of the ways in which, one of the things that I do, and how that usually looks is like when I offered at the Family Justice Center when they have their days of healing activities. People usually will lay on a massage table, and I will kind of walk around them and hover. I do use stones, crystals, feathers, bones, things like that in my work. I bring a few crystals to the when I do work there, but in generally I just mainly work on without any tools, and just kind of use my being in communication with the other person's being. So that's a little bit about that. I also can offer Reiki, and this is good during this time. I can offer Reiki through distance, so I don't actually have to be in the same space as the person that I'm working with. And I plan to do another video to kind of go more in depth and show folks how that works. But basically, I use a proxy, a drawing of a body, and I kind of do the same type of work, but on that drawing, very much having the intention and the focus that is being sent to the person that has asked to receive the energy. I also do readings as well to gain information from our higher selves and from spirit guides that we work with and ancestors that we work with, and other spiritual entities. But I'll do another video on that, because that's kind of that's a longer explanation. It's a system that was co-created with spirit, very much intuitively. How I work also, going into intuition, I work very intuitively, so I feel the energy around people as I tune in, and I'm just drawn to kind of work around certain spots more than others, maybe. So when people are on the table getting Reiki, or wherever, however they're getting it, because it can be done in a chair as well. If folks are uncomfortable lying down, they can it can be done just sitting up or standing up. However, whatever people are comfortable with, it can be accommodated to suit their comfort needs and level. So things that people experience on the table are maybe a little heat, a little cold, some pressure, could feel tingling in certain spots. Some people see visions. Some people hear things. Some people just feel a sense of calmness and peace and relax. Some folks fall asleep. Um, some folks feel discomfort as the energy is moving and shifting things within them. Um, but that passes. People, I haven't really experienced someone getting off of my table feeling worse than when they got on. Usually something is alleviated, be it their mental state, maybe there's less pain. Some people have said they feel lighter after. Some people just said they felt like they were, encased in love and water, and of course some folks feel nothing at all. That's always a possibility. That does not mean that, you know, the energy didn't do anything to them, or that they didn't have, or that they're not, receptive. It just, could be that they are not as sensitive to feeling it as some other folks are. Because there's always kind of energy that we could be sensing and feeling all around us all the time. So a lot of times we are very desensitized to it because it's not something that we're tuning into. So some of the benefits are that Reiki assists the natural healing process. Like I was saying before, it gives energy to where it's most needed, not necessarily where we think we need it or where we tell it to go, but where our higher selves and our higher beings feel like it will do the most good. So it can help to alleviate pain. I certainly do it on myself, and it works for me when I am in pain. Not all the times does it. Some pain we need to feel, and that needs to be with us to alert us to certain things, and not just be alleviated by, waving our hands around it. So pain is also an indicator and a message, but sometimes it is certainly a fine thing to use this as something that alleviates pain. Lifts moods. I was saying, or said about how people, feel lighter. I made some notes just so that I could, make sure that I had a fullness of things that I wanted to say to you and didn't miss anything. It can help to gain insight and clarity. So if folks are struggling with an issue or dilemma, they need to make a decision. It can be something that's sitting and being in that kind of, because it working with me, I guess it forces one in a meditative state in a sense, just for sitting there and lying on the table and being very much still. So one thing that is important with this work too is, and it's a great lesson kind of in life, is that I let go of the attachment to outcome. So when I'm working with someone, regardless of kind of what I want to happen, what would be great to happen, miracles would be wonderful all the time if I, could just go and touch people and they were all better of all of their ailments. But that's not really the purpose of the journey that we're on here, in these bodies on this planet. So I let what will happen. I, basically have kind of the same response and outlook, which is, that's great, and I hope it does whatever, it needed to do for you, or, that's basically kind of how I operate as far as what happens. But I know that because of my experiences with it, that this is something that is effective. This is something that is useful. It has certainly changed my life in ways that I couldn't imagine, and pushed me to evolve in ways that I couldn't imagine. So I am available to do some distance sessions, and once the ban on people being together is lifted, you can come and see me for a session at the Family Justice Center. I look forward to working with you, and Thanks for listening.